Ghost Beast!
Ghost Beast.
A horror podcast. I'm Todd.
I'm Becca.
And together we're going to watch every single horror movie, which is why today we watched VHS Halloween from 2025. It has been a little while since we recorded. And this is like pretty big new movie, I guess. So might be some people listening who've never listened before and got bad news. As much as we love talking about horror movies and celebrating them, this is also kind of a personal diary for us. And we like to check in every now and then. And this seems relevant because recently I was talking to a friend of ours. Always feel weird about dropping names. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. So maybe I'll just leave him unnamed. He knows who he is. But it's funny because he was talking about how he was like catching up on the podcast and he just listened to our episode on society from a year ago where I opened the episode talking about how I'm like dealing with depression and shit. So he wanted to talk to me and was like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And it's like, brother, that was a year ago. I don't even fucking remember what I was going through, but that stuff, it's always there.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll check in a year from now and ask me about this. But yeah, recently I've been having some health scares, some stuff with my heart. Not going to make this a downer. It's okay. You don't need to get emotional, Becca. It's okay. Everything's okay. But it has been like a little rough, giving me a lot of anxiety. Still kind of in that space where figuring stuff out. I think I'm okay. So it's not like this isn't some big sad thing. But it's why like we haven't been recording recently. I've been kind of taking a break from working on the podcast. But we want to get back into it. And this is coming in kind of hot because the movie kind of just came out and we committed to covering it for October. So here we are. Not drinking caffeine. So energy might be a little weird. But I want to talk about this movie. And I love making this podcast with you. So want to keep doing it. Want to keep getting myself up and making myself record and work on it because I enjoy this very much. And thankfully, we have a bunch of episodes that we already recorded that I think after October we're going to start releasing. We have Return to Oz, which we are holding on to for reasons.
Yeah.
But we can actually post that one.
Yes.
I was thinking I might post that first if you're okay with that.
That's fine.
Okay. It's okay.
That one's oddly emotional too, so.
Yeah. But no downers. We're talking about VHS Halloween, which is the first of the VHS movies that we're covering on the podcast. We've seen every single one of them. This is such a funny series because I got into VHS way back in the day when it like first came out. You hadn't seen any of them back then. I remember I had to introduce you.
Yeah.
And that first one was a lot because I definitely forgot about some of the content and maybe was also like not as sensitive to the content back then. That one's definitely a little problematic. So I don't think you were really feeling it a whole lot.
I honestly can't remember.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
But there are like, we saw like all the newer ones together. I don't think we saw the first three together. We just saw that first one. I want to go back and we'll cover like all of them eventually because we're watching every horror movie.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to. But we'll start with this because it is October. Halloween is approaching. And this is a Halloween movie. And if we're going to talk non-spoilers, we're not going to talk about what the stories are. We're not going to talk about the directors because that's one of the fun things for me is like after watching one of these, seeing like who all the directors are and what stuff they did. Because a lot of time it's like, oh yeah, of course. And there are definitely some in this where it's like, duh. Like they feel like this is something that director would make, which is cool. But like overall, I think this was a pretty good entry. I think it's been a little controversial online. There's been a lot of, I mean, this is like the state of the internet. There's people saying that like it's the fucking worst one ever. And then there's people who are saying it's like one of the best ones ever. I think I'm kind of in the middle. How do you feel?
I may be in the middle, but slightly more towards like, it was really good. I liked it. I think what really helps me like it even more is that it got released around Halloween time. And this is like a super Halloween movie. So,
well, it's funny. I think that's like one of the issues I have with it is that like I felt like it wasn't Halloween enough.
oh, there's definitely room for more Halloween in it. Yeah.
It just felt like, I don't know, it's like it could have used a little more direction, I guess, because you look at something like Trick or Treat, right? Which is a classic now.
Yeah.
And that's, by the way, releasing next week after we post this.
Yes.
And that one, like, it's very much like each of the stories represents like a different stage in how you celebrate Halloween as you get older.
Yeah.
You know, like there is this through line. It feels very deliberate.
Yeah.
And this felt more like they just grabbed these directors and were like, all right, make it feel kind of Halloween.
Yeah.
And some of these like feel very Halloween. Some of them, it feels like just kind of tacked on, you know?
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like could have used more of the Halloween, I think.
Yeah.
And I think this does have like very uneven quality too. Because that's kind of, I think a lot of the VHS movies, it's like, especially the early ones, it's like there's one or two that are really strong and then there's others that feel kind of weak.
Yeah.
And the more recent ones, I think in general have been like pretty high quality, like all the way through. This one kind of goes back to being a little more uneven.
I don't know if I'd have to rewatch all the VHSs to know for sure.
Yeah.
Because I honestly can't remember some of the other anthologies, like separate ones. Like some just have like been eliminated from my brain.
Yeah.
But
that happens.
Yeah. I do feel like for the most part, at least for the most recent VHSs, there usually kind of is like one that's like I'm not so vibing with.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's how it is with like any anthology, I think. But it's one of the benefits of it is that when you have all these different stories, you kind of never know what you're getting going into it. It's part of why I don't want to really spoil anything about them, because I like going into these totally blind and just being like, all right, fucking thrill me. Like, what do we got? Like, no idea what I'm getting. And, you know, you're going to wind up having your peaks and valleys.
Well, I think that's also in the same vein, like a good thing about these anthologies, like VHS specifically, because there usually kind of is one for everybody. I feel like, you know, like most people I've talked to about these movies, there's usually at least one that they really liked.
Well, what's funny about that, now that you bring that up, is that I think a lot of the past VHS movies, especially the early ones, it's usually like the one that is like the one.
Yeah.
Everyone is kind of like, yeah, that's the one. This one, I feel like I have seen such an insane spread on like which ones people like and which ones people don't like. And got some surprises coming when we get to spoilers, because I think we are definitely strangely in a minority in like the ones that we like versus the ones that we don't like. And we're going to get a little spicy, I think, with some of these. I'll just say this before we get to it. There might be a little bit of usage of AI in one of these. And as much as we like to be positive and celebrate horror, there are certain things where I feel like we can flip the fucking safety off and just be like, all right, let's just dunk on this bullshit. And I'm ready to fucking do that.
Yeah. I absolutely hate AI. Like, absolutely hate it. It's a waste of everything. Using it just harms the environment. I can go on about this all day. It is not good for any of us. Mentally, not for the environment, not creatively. It's nothing. It's a slop bucket.
It's bad for artists.
Yes.
It
steals from artists. I'm sorry, but if you use AI and you're just okay with destroying the environment and stealing from artists, you need to reevaluate.
Yeah, especially if you're working in an artistic space, you know?
Yes, it really, I can stand 10 toes down on that. Like, I hate AI. It sucks. It's bad. Like, it's just bad.
I feel like it's one of the most triggering things
for
you.
It is. Oh, God, we saw AI at the Renaissance Fair, and I was just pissed. Oh, yeah. Like, what is that? Get that out of here.
Creeping in everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too much on a soapbox. We're going to have plenty of opportunities, I think, to keep talking about this in the future, unfortunately. But the reason I do want to bring it up now before we get into spoilers is that, like, I've seen people who try to downplay this shit And a lot of times, you know, you have things like Late Night with the Devil, right? Where it was just these little title cards in between transitions and whatever. And so people act like, who cares? It's not a big deal. And then you see a movie like this where it's like a major prop in one of the stories. And people have to understand it is a slippery slope. Like that's like, it's a cliche thing to say, but it is like you have to call it out every single time or they're going to keep trying to get away with shit and keep pushing it. And if you're just going to downplay it and act like it's not a big deal, you are hurting every creative space.
Yes.
Like we should be completely not accepting this in any capacity.
No. And you know what? It's disappointing because I do see this in the horror community, that there is a problem with AI art in the horror community. And if you're really a horror fan and you really love what horror brings to the creative space, then how can you either consume or make any AI content? Like, it's the antithesis of art.
Horror is so much about art. It's so much about creativity and being weird and being counterculture. And so if you love this shit and you want to celebrate this shit, AI is so opposed to that. You should not be accepting that. Like that is actively hurting creators and artists.
Yeah. And if you love watching horror movies, you do not want AI in this space. You want to celebrate directors and actors and the art departments that work so hard. Like they are not replaceable. Like that's no.
All right, let's get off the soapbox. That's enough for today. We will have, I promise you, we're gonna keep fucking bringing this up. So if you don't like it, too fucking bad.
If you don't want us to talk about AI in horror, maybe have them stop putting AI in horror. I don't know, because we're gonna call it out.
So that's it for the AI corner. Other than that, like for me, there are 2 shorts in this that I think I'm going to have to dunk on because I just really did not enjoy them. I think there's 5 total. Yeah. And there's also the interstitial segment. I think for the most part, though, they are pretty fun. And I want to point out that, you know, horror also does not need to be scary. Let's have a reminder to set up some of what we're going to talk about later. Oh God, is that something I can't stand that as an argument. It didn't scare me, so it's not horror. We'll get to that. But I think the other big thing I did want to mention before we get into spoilers is that, like, well, you know what? Let's get into the content warning because I think that this is applicable there. The VHS movies have been gradually getting more extreme with the content, kind of pushing the envelope more and more, which is great. I'm all for that. This one, like the content warning I'll give, I think we are entering an age where people are like, fuck kids. This is the fuck kids era because we're seeing kids get fucked up in horror more and more. And what's super funny about it is like Terrifier 3 came out last year, right? Yeah. Yeah. Some kids get fucked up in that. But even that, like the director was like, okay, we know there's a line. So it's done like off screen. It's handled carefully. Now we're seeing stuff like this, even like Final Destination Bloodline, where they're just like, nah, we're going to kill these fucking kids on screen. Yeah, but who gives a fuck? I feel like what was funny about that one is that like almost everybody was like, it was people funny. Cheered in the theater. Okay. But like in this though, they are definitely fucking some kids up in some ways that can be like pretty upsetting. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I guess we're fucking doing this now. I guess this is where we are. So that's a big content warning if that is something that bothers you. Because there is a whole short in this that's kind of about fucking up kids. Yeah. Let's just be real. Which might also be one of my least favorite ones, we'll just say. Okay. Spoilers. Outside of that, I mean, was there any other like real objectionable content? Because I think like there is some pretty serious gore. It wasn't that crazy. I feel like some of the previous ones, I think 94 VHS 94 might have been the most extreme as far as violence. Fucked me up. I don't think it ever gets that bad in this one. So I mean, outside of that, I don't think there's any other big content warnings. Can you think? I don't think so. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's a fun entry in the VHS series. It's great to watch around Halloween. It does have like some of the shorts, like I said, are a little better than others as far as capturing that Halloween spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pretty good overall.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah.
That's enough. Why don't we let's get into spoilers and we'll try to quickly break down each of these shorts and figure out which ones are our favorites, which are our least favorite. You said you already ranked all of them.
I did.
I think I have like a loose ranking in my head. We'll go through that in spoilers. All right, let's blast through these bitches because this is going to be a really fucking long episode. We can just kind of run through each one pretty quick.
Can we?
We're gonna. I guess we could talk about Diet Phantasma first. That's the like interstitial, like connective tissue. Mm-hmm. This one's directed by Brian M. Ferguson. And looking at his filmography, I didn't really recognize any of the stuff that he worked on, but it looks like a lot of weird shit. It looks like a lot of like trauma style, like just bizarre, like a lot of shorts and stuff. That makes sense. I mean, we got stuff like something called Earworm, Garbage, Witness to Your Love, Bloody Bites, Pumpkin Guts. Like, I'm just going off the names. I don't know a fucking thing about any of these.
It sounds funny though. I want to see it.
I think it's fitting because of the tone of this. Yeah. This is the most like, this felt very rough, very like punk rock, very weird. But it's fucking cool. Yeah. I think like the only complaint I have about it that I'll kind of get out of the way, it does feel like it kind of at a certain point is spinning its wheels. Because this is the one, it's basically like a, what do they call that?
A wraparound?
No.
Oh. What are you talking about? Like product testing? I've done those before.
Was it like this?
No. No, not at all. You're sitting around a conference table.
Okay. Yeah, this is like it's like a product testing thing where you have these people in lab coats behind a two-way mirror watching people try the Diet Phantasma soda, which has like awful fucking effects on everyone who drinks it. I think you kind of quickly begin to realize it seems to be like making people get possessed by something, and I think that's the reveal is that like by drinking it, a ghost possesses you, and that's the idea. Yeah, it's like I said, it's a kind of thin concept, but the effects are really cool. Like each one of these interstitials is just like a different way of showing really fucking gross, weird effects. Yeah, and that worked for me. Like I think artistically, it's like super colorful and weird and disgusting. That's the thing that's cool about it.
Yeah, it gave me like Nickelodeon vibes too.
Yeah, like R-rated Nickelodeon. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was cool too. I liked it.
Yeah, and there's like cool details, like the way they would like flip on the fucking vents. They would like suck the ghost out of the room, and the payoff was cool too when they have the commercial with the kid with their eyes white, looking like the Exorcist. Yeah. You know, that's all cool. It's just like I said, it feels like at a certain point you kind of know what it's doing, and they just keep doing it over and over again. So it's still like, for what it is, it's solid. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Okay. Did you include that in your rankings?
I did.
What did you rank it?
It's number 4.
Number 4. So there's 3 better than this.
Yes.
I think we're kind of aligned. I can already tell. I have a feeling.
I had one where I went to switch it because I was thinking about it more and I was like, I'll switch it.
Okay. I already know what your favorite is. That's the thing. Like, part of what's fun about these is figuring out like, oh, which one's your favorite? But I already fucking know. Yeah. We both have the same favorite. We already talked about it.
Yeah. It was hard to not talk about it.
I know. I'm interested in hearing what your second favorite is.
Okay.
But I have a feeling our lists are probably gonna be like identical.
Probably. We'll I did have one that I switched, but
okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first real segment is Coochie Coochie Coo, which I fucking hate even saying that out loud.
I know, and I didn't even like writing it in my book.
So terrible. This one's directed by Anna Zlakovic, and she directed a movie called Appendage, which I'm not familiar with, and she also did a segment in a movie called Bite Size Halloween, which I guess is like the same thing that this is, basically. So this is the one that has AI. If the AI wasn't there, I would probably be much kinder.
Oh yeah,
in talking about this. I feel a little bit like, who gives a fuck? Let's just dunk on this baby shit because this is, to me, one of the weakest ones.
This is the last one on my list.
Okay. I think this is like one up from the bottom for me.
Okay.
I think the problem with this one, even if let's just say the AI is like an image of a woman. It's like a pregnant woman screaming, I guess.
Yeah. Which is, I'm sorry, but that is
so fucking lazy.
Dumbest thing to use AI on. Like, you had their people in wardrobe. Like, you could have taken a photo on set and put it in later. Like, I don't know. It's
stuff everybody mentions, we don't know who was responsible.
Right,
It could be somebody, fair. Some producer or something, who knows. She's making such an AI face though, that it's like immediately when we were watching it, it was like, oh yeah. Is that fucking AI? Like, what the fuck?
It took me completely out. And what really sucks about it is I was enjoying it. I was like, okay, I'll, try to understand what's happening here. I really loved the use of like using like an old 2000s VHS camera. Like, it felt like that. You could feel that. But you know what? Like, I don't care saying it. It just completely ruined my whole experience with the movie. I was just like done at that point.
Yeah. It's just the fact that like it is such an AI face.
Yeah.
It's like not even trying to hide it. It's so obvious and it just looks so stupid and so ugly. Because even if you take away that all our thoughts about AI, even on its own, it just looks dumb.
It does.
It just looks bad.
It's dumb. It takes you out of the mood because it doesn't make any sense. And it's like, okay, I don't know.
Anyway, even aside from that though, so the whole concept here, I mean, it's like pretty standard. This is one of the ones where it feels like pretty loosely tied to Halloween because the setup, I guess, is that like, oh, don't take more than one candy. You better be good on Halloween because that's like, it's these girls who are out just having fun, maybe a little too old to be trick-or-treating, find this mystery house, get invited inside, and it's like, I guess they get cursed because they were being bad girls on Halloween. Fine. That's like literally the only tie to Halloween because once they're in the house, I think it goes out the window.
Yeah, it does. It takes a different turn. It felt very PT too.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes I kind of got in the beginning until, my mind just went blank after seeing that.
Yeah. I think like there's something to the concept on paper. I guess it's supposed to be a woman who was forced to be pregnant and then hung herself, and this is her spirit, and she's like trapping people in this house and they're becoming her babies. That's kind of what happens to these girls. There's something creepy about that, of being trapped here for eternity, in this dark, disgusting house where there's a woman with like 6 titties feeding you this weird milk that turns your face into like a baby face. It's like, yeah, there's something to that concept, but like I think the execution, my biggest problem is it just felt super generic.
Yeah.
It felt like I've seen shit like this so many times. Like even the mom, I feel like I've seen that figure in so many other horror movies that it just didn't really work for me. Yeah,
I didn't really enjoy it. And it sucks because I'm being completely biased. Like, it has AI in it but the thing is if you don't want to give the effort to, play your hand creatively with human creativity, why should I bother evaluating the art? I don't know.
It's care just if they don't care.
Exactly. If you think you want to take the easy way out, I guess I'll do the same thing too. Like, I don't have anything to say, I guess. I wished they would have cut that scene out or been more upfront about it. I don't know. It's not a good example.
Yeah, it's just it's like I said though, even aside from that, I just thought it was pretty weak. It reminded me a lot of the Stork short from the last VHS Beyond,
which was so insane.
Much better.
Yes.
It felt so much like that all the way up through the reveal. It's like so similar, and it's like we're just doing this shit again.
Yeah.
And it's just, it winds up feeling like a pretty generic ghost story. So I'm surprised a lot of people said this was their favorite one. It's like, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so generic. It's like, this is just kind of what people expect. I guess, but it's just, I don't know. I was like so cool coming out of this because I just didn't feel like it was doing anything really interesting.
Yeah.
So
It did kind of, it does suck that it's like the first one because it starts to set the tone and it's like, oh shit, like what else am I going to see? But luckily that was not the case.
We get this out of the way pretty quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, the next one, that is Ut Supra Sic Infra, which is directed by Paco Plaza, who also directed all of the Rec movies, which I've only seen the first 2. They're both great. Mm-hmm. 3 and 4 don't look so great. We're going to have to watch them eventually, but maybe not in a rush.
I think you also introduced me to Rec.
I did.
Yeah.
You're so lucky you met me. But this one, I guess this is like my number 3. This one is like, it's right in the middle because I think it felt very Rec. It was like when I found out it was him directing it, it was like, of course. Yeah. Like just it really has that vibe. And it's an interesting enough concept. It's like there's some young people who are partying on Halloween. That's like the only tie to Halloween is it's just a bunch of kids on Halloween all dressed up going to some haunted place where there's like a phone in the middle of this room. And it's treated, I kind of like the story structure that it's treated like something horrible happens. And I think this opens with this kid who's like the last survivor. He's with the police and they're kind of running through it and taking him back there to like recreate what happened.
Which honestly is a really interesting concept. And at first, I think when I started to realize like what was happening, I was like, oh, I don't know. But it totally proved me wrong because I loved it.
That's funny because I think for me, I think my opinion on this is a little flipped. Because I think like the initial buildup I thought was great. I think that the execution was like a little flat. Like the reveal at the end. Yeah. For me. It's why it's kind of in the middle. Because I think like, that mystery, that buildup is so interesting. And then when it's just like, oh, he answers the phone and he gets possessed and he like eats their eyeballs out of their head. Yeah. It was a little like scary stories, you know, like you can imagine this being told like around the campfire. Yeah. I don't know. I think the payoff didn't really hit me as much as I was hoping it would.
That's fair.
Yeah. How do you feel?
This is one of the ones I switched. So I put this one in number 2. Oh yeah. But like thinking now, talking with you, I do feel like the Halloween factor like has to also be there. And would be like my biggest complaint. The Halloween thing kind of just felt not as important, I guess, which is fine.
It's like it just so happens to happen on Halloween night. Yeah.
Yeah. I could use more Halloween tie-in, I guess, on this one. But I still really liked it.
I think my top 2 are the most Halloween of all the shorts.
Now thinking, I think I have the same number 2 then after talking with you because I switched them back after thinking about it. Because, I mean, this is VHS Halloween, so I feel like...
Come on.
You gotta have the Halloween factor.
Still very good. I don't want to like sound too negative. Yeah. Like I still really like this. And like, I also think just aesthetically, I thought this one looked really cool. Yes. It's like, you know, all the VHS stuff, it's always found footage. So it's kind of hard to have like a unique look and a unique art style that comes through. Mm-hmm. And I think like this one, I mean, it looks very Rec. I think this guy, he just fucking knows what he's doing when it comes to found footage. So it was still cool. And I think like conceptually it is like very cool. And I don't want to like the way it wraps up, I didn't think it was bad. It just felt like, oh, I was hoping for it to hit me a little harder and surprise me a little more.
Yeah, I think we have the same top 3 because...
Well, why don't we just get to the next one? Okay. So next one is Fun Size.
Yes, I absolutely love this.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on. I can't wait. This is directed by Casper Kelly. And the least surprising thing about this is when I looked him up, he's done a bunch of stuff for Adult Swim, including Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Which we love.
And Too Many Cooks, which we also love. And I think like, if you're down with that kind of vibe, you're going to love this. Yeah. This one, I was so fucking surprised by the response online. People hate this one.
That makes me sad.
Crazy.
I absolutely love this one.
This is our number one. I mean, we already talked about this. This one, like, we fucking love this one so much.
This one makes VHS for me. Like, this is the one for me.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so crazy how much people hate it. I think this is one of the things about, like, this idea that, like, horror has to be scary. Because people were saying, like, that it was, like, really stupid and funny. And it's like, yeah, dude, like that's what it's
campy.
about.
Have you never heard of campy horror? Hello.
And it's great when you have something like this. It's an anthology. You don't want every fucking one to be like grim, dark, and doing the same shit. You like having stuff that breaks it up a bit.
Yeah.
And this one is just like, it's such a fun concept. It's so much fun. The characters are so fucking silly. Like the guy who just won't shut up about fiance. Yeah, like I think most people have known someone like this too.
Yes.
It's so fucking obnoxious. It's like perfectly obnoxious. That kept cracking us up. And even just the idea of like they're dressing up as found footage actors, so they have like cameras all over them. It's like it's such a stupid idea, but it's like
it's self-aware, it's funny,
and it explains why they're recording. So you like when they're being thoughtful about stuff like that. But also like the fact that like the monster in this is a candy bowl. Like as stupid as it looked whenever the camera would pan and it would be flying at the camera.
That did look a little silly, but I can excuse it.
It was so fucking funny. It was so like corny and fun. And we just had such a fun time with it because like when we mentioned how the top two are like the most Halloween, this is so Halloween.
This is Halloween.
But it's funny because I hate even saying it.
Just say coo or whatever. I'm not saying that whole name. Coochie.
How in that one, it's the idea of like, oh, you take too much candy, now you're cursed. This one does the same thing. It does it 1,000 times better.
Yes.
Because it's literally like, it's a candy bowl where all the candy's like really fucking weird.
Yeah.
But they take like more than one, and so they get sucked into the candy bowl, into this like nightmare dimension where they're being turned into candy by this crazy ass psycho like Willy Wonka guy. It's just so goddamn silly.
It's so silly.
And there's so many gags that I just like. Like I liked how the one girl gets to a point where she's just like, just throw me in the fucking machine. Like I'm over it. And when she gets like fucked up and her face blown off, the way she just like quietly like gets on the conveyor belt and just gets sucked in the machine, it's like it's so fucking funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's very campy, very silly, but like, man, I love that shit. It's awesome.
I'm absolutely in love with the art direction. I thought it was like so well done. It was perfect. And what was so funny about it is I've been watching like Halloween stuff lately.
Yeah.
And I was watching a Halloween marathon for Regular Show. And without even realizing it, there's a scene in Regular Show for one of the Halloween specials where it is this candy machine thing. And it takes that and it like pushes it like 15,000 times further. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's great. It feels like they understood the assignment.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, they definitely understood the assignment.
Don't be condescending. It took me like 2 minutes to remember that.
That's exactly what's happening.
But yeah, it felt like very Halloween, and I just love that. Everything doesn't have to be scary, guys.
No, not everything has to like make you shit and piss yourself.
Exactly.
This is so cool. The kills were so cool. Isn't there a certain point where they chop his hand off and he like has sprinkles or gumballs come out or something?
Start shooting out. Yeah.
It's just so funny. I love it.
It's great. Like we can have fun as horror fans. We can have fun. It's okay to have fun. Stop being fucking weirdos. But on that note, we can get to the next one, which is Kid Print. This is directed by Alex Ross Perry. I'm not familiar with this person's filmography. This movie, Her Smell, I feel like I've heard about.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about it.
Oh, it's Elizabeth Moss. Oh, we might have to check that out because I love Elizabeth Moss.
Listen, this is my least favorite one. Don't need to dunk on the director or anything. I'm sure that they've made a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, this is my second to least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your least favorite?
Don't make me say it. Coochie.
Oh, okay. Coochie. All right. I mean, here's the thing, right? I actually don't think this is like the worst piece of film or anything.
No.
I think I just have like more complicated issues with it. This is like the most grim, dark ass story here, to the point where it feels a little too try hard with that. My biggest issue is that, like, so the way they set this up, and by the way, I found out after the fact, they open it with like, it's like a weird video Halloween store or something, and they have all these kids coming in, and they're taking these weird like videos of the kids where they just talk about themselves and stuff, and they're cataloging them.
Feels very 90s.
I was going to say, did you know this is something Blockbuster did during the 90s?
No.
It was like a service that they offered so that, like, if your fucking kid disappeared, you would have this video to help like identify them.
Oh, that's horrifying.
It's
when we were watching
dark.
it, when we were watching it, I was like, yeah, I guess it's possible they probably did this, but I don't remember that. I was also really young, so I mean, I probably wouldn't.
It's interesting because I can see this as like somebody hearing or knowing about that and then deciding to make a horror short based on that. I feel like that's probably how this idea started, you know? I guess my issue as someone who like did not know anything about that, the way they introduce this. So like this is where it's like it's not really the short's fault, but like going in blind, seeing it presented in this way that's like so fucking weird because it's like all these kids are getting brought in and cataloged, and it seems to be treated as like, you know, you have parents saying like, oh, they want to go trick-or-treating, but I said they can't until they come in and make this video. And they present this idea that like someone seems to be kidnapping kids or something, like they keep disappearing. It's like this big danger. I think like watching it, the idea that sunk in for me was almost this like paranormal concept of like, if you fucking turn your back on your kid, they're just going to disappear. And it seems to be like this huge epidemic going on in this town. So it built it up as like, oh, what is this leading to? Like, what is the secret here? Is this like some weird thing where this town is like cursed and children are just disappearing by the fucking hundreds and like out of nowhere? And so I was really on board, like, oh shit, where is this going? And then it just turned out it's just a fucking creepy guy kidnapping kids.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not really doing anything extraordinary. It's not doing anything supernatural.
No. I think I kind of felt like you. You're definitely way more whimsical thinking than I was. But I think I started to hope it would be something like that. But I kind of quickly realized, like, oh, I guess it's probably going to be some creepy guy.
It's just like a true crime thing.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I agree with you, though. I do like the concept. I wish there was something else there to be said, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I said, it felt very like true crime. And it just goes really deep into like, you know, these videos that are, so the like reveal is that it's one of the guys working at this shop, and he's also videotaping as he's like torturing the kids and literally just like pulling their skin off and shit. Yeah. It just felt like a little try hard. It was funny that like you could see they kind of pull their punches a little bit because they're showing like all these young children, but then there's also people that are like, this is a 19-year-old. And of course, the older ones are the ones that are actually being shown like getting the violence inflicted on them. So it's like they didn't go all the way with it. It still winds up being the darkest one. And I guess the like big twist at the end is that the guy who runs the place, who is like innocent in all this, gets blamed for it and gets like fucked up by the kids at the end. I don't know. It didn't really work for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. The thing is in the beginning, I feel like it had a really good Halloween vibe. And even though it was still like it was still Halloween the day, I think that it takes place, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's still like, I feel like in the last half, I like forgot it was Halloween. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very dark. I think a lot of people have been saying that it's so fucking dark.
Yeah.
And I'm just not a fan of like something being dark just for the sake of being dark. It would have been so much more interesting if it was something else involved. If it wasn't true crime, if it was more like supernatural, I think it would have worked a lot better. And honestly, it would have been fucking scarier.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know, maybe like if you're a parent, this is scarier because it's more like realistic, you know?
Well, it also puts the parents in this like impossible place. Like, do you do the thing to try to protect your child, but then at the same time that thing is also putting your child at risk? It's like, I don't know.
I don't know what the message is, but
I don't know if it exactly has one.
Yeah, it does feel like it's just trying to be dark for the sake of being dark, and that's kind of why it doesn't work for me. So that's why this is my least favorite. Yeah. As much as I don't like Coochie.
No, that one still isn't last for me.
Yeah, I get it. But the last one is Home Haunt. This is directed by R.H. Norman and Micheline Pitt.
Micheline
Pitt. Let's put some stank on it. They directed a couple other horror movies. There's one called Grummy, one called Cosmetic. Oh, Grummy is a short, and Cosmetic is in production. Okay. I will say, even though it looks like they haven't really worked on a lot, I am interested in seeing what else they make, because Haunt is my number 2.
Yes.
Home Haunt.
This one is so Halloween.
So fucking Halloween.
So Halloween.
It's also very VHS.
Yes.
Which I say as a good thing.
Yeah.
This kind of felt like the most VHS segment. It's like fun concept you can kind of summarize in one sentence. It's in and out, and it does its thing, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's got gore. It's scary. So what's so funny is like this one, they fuck some kids up like on camera, and somehow it doesn't feel as dark as the previous one.
Well, I think there's so much novelty to the concept, so it does feel like different, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the concept is like you have a dad who seemed to bond with his son over like creating a haunted house for like the neighborhood to go through every year. The kid gets too old. It's like, fuck you, dad. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And so the dad has to like up the ante. And doesn't he play like a cursed record or something?
Yeah. That he stole from a thrift shop. Yeah.
So we get like real monsters fucking people up. It's like I said, it's a simple concept, but it's like so much fun and so creative, because like each room in the haunted house is like themed differently and has something else that's fucking them up, and these people get obliterated. Like these people get real fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because you have like the old guy who's just shows up just to shit on it.
Yeah, which is so funny. It's such like a neighbor. It just, I don't know, it felt so camp. I love it.
It just like, I don't know like the actual length of each of these. This one felt like it was the shortest, but I don't know if it's just because it moves the whole time, and I like that in a anthology short. So really, really love this one. It was super fun. By the way, did you have stuff like this in your neighborhood?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, not my neighborhood specifically. I would usually go trick-or-treating with my one friend that I grew up with.
Yeah.
I don't know. Same thing with names. I don't know. I'm not gonna, Sure. Anyway, his neighborhood was a little bit more like of a richer neighborhood. So they had like the haunted houses set up, or like scary things set up. And it was just like, I remember as a kid, it was just like so cool. It was like being in a Halloween town. Yeah.
Well, my neighborhood did this too. And this is another one of those things that's like, man, it was fucking crazy back then. Back in the 90s.
It really was.
I remember literally going out by myself, walking around trick-or-treating, and there would be people who set up a haunted house like in their garage. So I'm just walking into a person's house, walking through the haunted house, and there's like candy at the end. And this was just normal.
Yeah.
Seems crazy now.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know if I ever went by myself. I think I was always either with friends and parents or like friends. I feel like I was always with a group.
I think the year that I dressed up as Predator, I was just by myself, and I thought I was Predator. I thought I was so cool. I was so young.
I can just picture little Predator you.
I had to be in second or third grade. Yes.
Did you have a mask?
Yeah. Remember I had a milk carton that my mom made. I can remember like walking past groups of older kids just fully feeling like I'm the fucking predator. Get out of my way. You know, I felt so badass. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me feel like that anymore.
Do you need me to make you a predator mask?
Oh my God. If I could go to the Renaissance Festival dressed up as Predator, I would just be like, get the fuck out of my way.
Is that the goal now?
Hell yeah. Yeah, this one, it was like, it's the perfect level of camp where it's like, this is what I'm saying. Like this one, it's so silly and fun, but it's also kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's also like, it doesn't shy away from the gore and the effects and everything. It just kind of has everything.
Yeah.
It was great.
It definitely has those, like, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000 vibes, like Halloween movie. I think it starts in like the 90s.
Feels like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, but I feel like it does. But I just feel like the concept overall feels like so like late 90s, early 2000s Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Which is super cool.
It's great. I think if Fun Size wasn't just so fucking fun, then this would have been number one. But we just loved Fun Size so much. Can't help it. But I think that's it. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, I guess this is just such a good movie to watch around this time of year. I think they did nail that overall. I will give them that.
I think in some ways, yes.
Yeah, I feel like
in some ways, not so much.
Well, at least Fun Size and Home Haunt together, those are perfect Halloween time movies to like, or shorts, I guess, really to watch.
That's what I'm saying. I wish it just had more of that consistency with all of the shorts. I think that would have made it excel a lot more. Because I'm all about like, I like that now with VHS, we're getting these like themed VHS movies. Because I think the first three felt more kind of all over the place. And now we're getting like these stronger themes. I just wish that they really dug into those themes.
Well, I mean, you have like Trick or Treat as like kind of the bar, you know, for
Halloween anthologies. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that's harder to put together with a bunch of different directors with a bunch of different voices. Maybe because I feel like Trick or Treat was kind of like all under the same direction.
Yeah,
right?
It was one director.
Yeah.
That one's like anthology-ish. It's like, it's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
But yeah. Excited for Halloween on a Friday.
I hope the weather's good.
Yeah. Gonna be fucking vibing out with I love that there is like a trend now of places like Hulu just having a playlist of like, here's all the Halloween episodes of different sitcoms and shit. We're just gonna be playing that all night, giving out candy.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. Hopefully we don't become like grumpy. We don't become like grumpy old people who stop giving out candy.
No, I would hope not. Unless the kids around here start getting mean or something.
I know.
They all seem nice now.
They've been pretty nice. Yeah. But you can go to ghostbeast.com for all our links. You can also search for Ghost Beast Pod on most social platforms. You can support us at our shop where we have stickers and we still need to post t-shirts.
Yes.
Becca.
Okay.
And you can also follow Lux Fatale to look at Becca's artwork. And you can follow us on Letterboxd, Ghost Beast, where we rank everything. It's been a while since I've done this.
You're getting the point across.
Let me get my iPad. I was feeling anxious about recording because it's been so long and because I'm in a weird mood, but I just love sitting here talking with you about horror movies so much. I had a good time.
Too. I've actually missed recording. I love doing this with you.
Me too. How about this? Above the last voyage of the Demeter and below the Collector.
The list is weird.
Yeah. It's hard with anthologies because like some of these are so good, but like some of them are not so good. So
yeah, I can deal with that.
All right, that puts it at number 99 on our list. You can contact us at podcast@ghostbeast.com. What are your favorite Halloween anthology movies? That is so specific. You can also follow us on YouTube and TikTok. Try and do more video stuff on YouTube. And like, subscribe, review. we love when people reach out to us.
Yes.
Like I've had some friends reach out talking about listening to stuff, and it's always very fun.
Me too. I've had some friends reach out and talk about, it's cool because, you know, I love talking about horror movies. So
totally.
Yeah.
Love talking to other freaks out there.
Yeah. It's always nice just like, I don't know, maybe you can recommend something new, or you could learn something new about a different movie you never thought about, or I don't know. I just love it.
You have so many recommendations.
We do.
It is like impossible to get through everything.
Yeah.
We're trying. Bye.
Bye.